joining me. I'm Ali V, and welcome to my channel, Astro Bunny Universe. This is Barry. He's very sweet, and I love him. And he's my co-host, right, Barry? And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining scientifically and astrologically what eclipses are, why the 2024 one is really rare, what's up with Mercury in retrograde during an eclipse, and how you can navigate and understand these very complex times we are dealing with right now with the eclipse and Mercury retrograde in Aries at the same time. I've seen a lot of people out there that actually don't understand what an eclipse is altogether. Like, they just don't know what it is. They don't understand like the path of totality, and like they think just because an eclipse is happening that they're gonna see one. Bruh. But it's not necessarily true, because you have to consider that there's a small little spot on Earth that the shadow will come right on your face. The shadow will appear for you. And yeah, let me just show you this chart here. This chart should help you here. So basically, when there is an eclipse, it means that the moon is directly in front of the sun, like perfectly. So you have your moon here, and then you have the sun back here. And then they kind of like coincide at this perfect snapshot moment. It's such a perfect moment. And the sun is super big, but it's also really, really, really far away. Their sizes are actually almost equal at that point of the eclipse. So you get this cool, like, really interesting effect around the moon. You can see CMEs from the sun, which is so cool. And the cool thing about the 2024 solar eclipse was that it lasted for like 4 minutes. Normally an eclipse will last anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes, and it's very rare that you see an eclipse that'll last for up to 4 minutes. So that's pretty cool. So another special thing about this particular eclipse, in a scientific aspect, we are ending our solar year cycle. So the sun goes through cycles. Every 11 years, it'll swap its poles. During this time, there's a lot of CME, there's a lot of blackouts or whatever, X-flare class sun farts that are like aimed at Earth and creating tons of aurora borealis. It could be potentially dangerous for us on Earth, but luckily, magnetosphere is really strong and it will protect us from most of these blasts. So that is a good thing. When it comes to a more mystical explanation of these eclipses, especially the solar eclipses, during this time, it's going to be a great opportunity for you to reevaluate your life and let go of certain behaviors and habits that might not be serving you right now. Eclipses in an astrological standpoint are all about releasing old patterns. Some people see it as a chance to level up, and I also see it that way as well. For those of you who have significant Aries placements in your natal chart, this particular period of time is going to be very powerful for you. And what you need to do during this is understand that it's going to affect the matters of the heart, matters of the ego. It's going to affect your passions, and it wants you to have action. This is a very bold period of time, not just for Aries people, but for everyone. It really wants you to focus on what you want to manifest. Like, it really wants you to get on the ride. Barry's joining us. Hello, baby. Hi. Barreled. I did make a video about Mercury. Barry. Oh my So I made a video about Mercury in retrograde, which explains kind of both scientifically and astrologically what happens when Mercury goes in retrograde. If you want to get a recap of that, definitely check out my video. I'll link it somewhere around here, probably in the description. But basically, Mercury in retrograde is usually, oh my god, it's usually a time of chaos and interruptions. It's basically like this. This is Mercury in Gatorade. This is Mercury in retrograde. He's blepping right now. It's really cute. Look at this. Look at this face. Look at the face. Look at it. Total eclipse of the berry. We're in Aries season right now still. Okay, so we have an eclipse happening in the sign of Aries. That is a big deal. It's basically like a new moon and a full moon at the same time, that kind of energy. Mixed with Aries, passion, actionable energy that is very straightforward, gotta go do the thing, gung-ho type energy. We've got that, and then we have the retrograde in Aries, which basically means that communications can be really difficult during this time, and some people can even get aggressive with what they're trying to say. Even making this video, my brain feels kind of foggy. I don't know. I also had a lot of sugar today. The energy of Aries during this eclipse period It's about focusing more on what you want to manifest and then taking bold, courageous, and assertive actions towards those things. For example, let's say that you have a story that you're trying to sell, or like you're trying to work on a novel and you need to make illustrations for it and you have to come up with all these things, whatever. It's important to take advantage of the Aries energy that you have right now because it's everywhere. It's like so abundant. Aries is great because it's fast moving energy that's super passionate. You can really take yourself from like A to Z like very quickly. I would use this time and make things happen. Go on for that ride and just see. Setting intentions during eclipses is a really, really powerful thing. What you want to do when setting intentions here is you want to initiate new beginnings by reflecting on what you want to manifest and also release from your life. It's almost like in how you let go is how you create something new. You are saying, I'm going to stop doing this and I now want to start doing this with my life, or with my habits, or with my attitude or my mentality. Like, let's say that you have an attitude about your exercise routines. Your attitude is currently, I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm not motivated. And instead of that, acknowledging it, releasing it, and then manifesting a new thought that is like, I will make time, I will eat right, I will be consistent, I will show up, and just kind of repeating those over and over until they really start to become action. So as long as you're aligning your actions with the energy, especially of this eclipse, then you're going to really supercharge your goals, and it's going to be super bold because it's in Aries. Aries is all about action. So this is a great time to like redo some things and just release the old patterns. One big thing during eclipses, try to stay grounded, especially when we're dealing with Mercury in retrograde. Being grounded means taking the time to take care of your physical self, taking care of your emotional and spiritual well-being, and practicing self-care. This also means reaching out to your friends if you need support and maintaining your healthy boundaries. Make sure that you're not letting people take advantage of you during this time. You're probably going to feel really stressed out and really overwhelmed. You need to take a step back and also kind of breathe as you're going through these motions of your actions, because a lot of this is going to be so reliant on you making it happen that it can get really hard to not overwork yourself, okay? And we don't want to burn out. Like, we can't be burning out over here. Yeah, try to balance that out. Here's a summary of the video. We talked about the solar eclipses when they occur. The moon blocks the sun. We talked about how the eclipse in Aries is going to amplify traits like courage, assertiveness, and independence during this time. The key is to embrace your inner warrior during this time. Tap into your strengths and fearlessly pursue your passions with determination. Hopefully this helps you navigate this time. I love talking about Mercury retrograde. It's just so chaotic. Well, I love to take a journal entries of every time I'm in Mercury retrograde and just note down the things that kind of went wrong just to be like, this is fucked up. I would also like journal anyway. I love journaling, and what am I talking about? My head hurts. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Barry's over here. There he is. There's a good boy. And Dorit is here. Nani? Clean that belly. Anyway, thank you all for watching my quick video. If you have any comments that you want to leave, I will love to read them. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, I will be happy to talk about that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.